If you guys have been around the channel long enough, you know that I absolutely love my Leaf football products, or Leaf products in general. They're always fun. They always seem to provide great value, great autographs. The cards look awesome, and it's always a very good value compared to most licensed products. The only knock on Leaf is that it's unlicensed. But I always had a lot of fun with them. I opened pretty much every new Leaf football product coming out, and I decided we are going to get back to that. We are going to start off that journey again with the new 2025 Leaf Optichrome Football Jumbo Box. And we're going to talk a little bit about why I decided for the last year or so to stop ripping Leaf and what happened there. Let's get into it. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andy with Acme Packs, and I welcome each and every one of you back for a new video. Today, we are taking a look at 2025 Leaf Optichrome Football Jumbo Box. Now, these are coming in at $445 a box for 15 total cards per box, but that's 12 autos and 3 base parallels. So, once again, Leaf coming in with a great value and a great design, a great auto checklist. Very excited to get back into Leaf. So, why did I get away from this product for the last year or so? It's complicated, really. So Leaf, for the last, you guys can kind of see where I got away from it if you go back and look at my videos. I think it was like Leaf Pro Set for 2023 or 2024, I found was one of the best value products that you could get. It was just loaded with great autos, and then you got that one buyback auto per box. And it was just so much fun to open. I opened like a case myself. So what happened after that? Leaf, I noticed this trend leading up to that product, that Leaf was really leaning into heavily signing top high school prospects and just jamming those into all of their products. And you know, I don't mind the prospect game, but it's really not for me. The most prospecting I'll do is kind of like, you know, collegiate, as the guys are heading into the NFL draft. I'm not looking at high school prospects, and Leaf was really hammering that. I think that was trying to become their niche, and I think they kind of read the room on that because they've started to get away from that again. That people don't necessarily want these high school prospects. It was like a ton of no names, a ton of high school prospects, guys that hadn't even hit college yet, all just thrown into these boxes. And if I'm opening these football products, I want at least college level guys. It's cool if you have, you know, maybe 2 or 3 top high school guys that have already committed to top colleges and have a very good chance to go pro in the future, because, you know, that's never a given. But it seemed like Leaf overdid it a little bit, and that was my biggest gripe with them, and kind of why I stopped doing it, because I didn't see as much value in their football products as I did before. And it looks like they are finally starting to get back to it. If you guys look on the front of Leaf Optichrome here, I saw this product get open. I'm like, okay, it looks like they're getting back to what they used to do. So you've got Mahomes there. They signed him to a contract that he can now sign with Leaf. You have an Emmitt Smith here with a game-worn patch. Ashton Jeanty on the front here. So you're going to be able to get a few of those big chases in a box. They're going to be on the checklist again, along with what I've kind of realized is about 30% seem to be like, you know, high school-ish prospects, maybe early college. Then you have a big chunk of it are going to be like late collegiate, and then maybe like 10 to 15% are going to be like legends and big vet signers and guys that are entering the league for the NFL. So it's better than before. It's not as good as it used to be, but for the price point, for $445 for 12 autographs, I don't think you can really go wrong with this. Is every box going to make its money back? Absolutely not. It's a box ripping product. You're lucky if you get, you know, 50% back on your box. Leaf, especially with these products, I see about like, you know, 60 to 75% back is kind of the average. And a lot of people will say unlicensed is not for them. They sell for nothing. That's a complete lie. I have sold Leaf cards for hundreds of dollars, like some in the 500 range. It really depends on what you hit. They have some great signers in here, and they're always a lot of fun. So without any further ado, let's get into it, show you guys what you can expect. You can get game-worn patches in here. You can get patch autographs. Of course, we're looking for the guy on the front there, which is Mahomes, who does not sign in a lot of products. Of course, he is back with Panini now. But if you guys enjoy the Leaf products and are happy that they are back, let me know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. It really helps me out and keeps the channel going. So, like I said, I am going to do my absolute best to get back to making Leaf a regular staple on the channel, especially with the rising costs of football products on the market, making this, you know, just a little bit better value in general. So let's start it off, see what we have. Of course, it's Leaf. We're going to have a ton of one-of-ones. The cards are going to look shiny and pretty, but just no licensing. So that's, again, a one-of-one. Tristan Keys on the pink ice. So we're supposed to get 3 base cards, and then the rest are supposed to be autos. Jake Plummer there. 1-of-1. Cool one. Would be a Cardinals, I would assume, on that. On the Tempest. Looks like a blue shimmer. Looks like we have a 1-of-1 printing plate here of a coach. Steve Spurrier. Okay. Optimus base. I don't know. 1-of-1 printing plate. That's cool that they put the 1-of-1 printing plate sticker on there. I like that. That's a nice touch. Okay. We are into our autos now. We are going to start with Colston Loveland. Awesome. Well, we'll take that. I mean, how hard is he to pull in Panini products? 1 of 10. Colston Loveland. And again, these cards look great. Leaf really does a great job with their Optichrome. And at a fraction of the price of Panini. Aha, this guy. You can always count on a Joe Montana auto in a... That might be on card. Is that on? No, it's not. It's a sticker. You can always count on a Joe Montana auto in a Leaf box. That is a 1-of-1 Montana. Love it. And I mean, I really don't mind it either. It's so nice we got him twice. There's a Jake Plummer auto too. So, like I said before, you're getting better names out of this product than the last few that have come out for Leaf. 3 of 5 Jake Plummer. Jake Plummer, not the, you know, best name, but you know him. You know the guy. Next up is Travion Henderson. Another great one. Patriots, 6 of 6. Of course, he's in an Ohio State uniform there. But we are now 4 for 4 autos, knowing... Oh, perfect. Matthew Golden on the Tempest. 1 of 3. Oh, what a good box. And we got 2 thick ones on the back too, so this is gonna be a fun rip. Yeah, Matthew Golden there. That's awesome. All right, we got Rocket Ishmael on the Aquatic with Finding Nemo in the back. All the clownfish. That's a 1-of-1. Just so cool. All right, Leaf is back. I'm excited. I'm excited to do these again. All right. Le'Veon Moss. So I'm assuming this is going to be a... probably an early collegiate guy. 6 out of 10 there. The Tempest. Okay. Oh, here's another guy that pops up a lot. Juju Lewis. Unfortunately, is not getting the start for Colorado. That is a 1-of-1 Juju. He has been an exclusive signer with Leaf, and so he was kind of like the trigger for it all, if you want to say that. He was signed as like a senior in high school to Leaf. They pumped out his autographs. People were hyped for him, but man, did they have him sign a lot. So his autos are super, super saturated now. You see him everywhere. Okay. So we've got 4 more cards. We're going to have a Graham Mertz in his Florida uni there. I think he's a backup on the Texans now. I don't know if he's on like the practice squad or if he ended up getting cut. Okay. So now we've got two thicker cards here. And so the last card is normally going to be your best card of the box, but you can get some absolute bangers out of these. Let's see what we got here. That is going to be a rookie relic of Matthew Golden. Oh, this box was made for me. 8 out of 10. Love it. Now, these things are so thick. This is like a 180 point. It's a crazy thick card. And that should be at least player worn. Yeah, player worn memorabilia. Awesome. Did he change his auto so that's one auto? That looks like a better auto. They should have put that one on. But we'll take it. Awesome card. So, again, $445 for this. Not bad at all. We're getting a lot of really, really good names. And we got one more thick card here. It's going to be a Time Machines of Barry Sanders. Wow. And is that game worn? Game used memorabilia, 1 of 1 Barry Sanders. So this seems like a very, very good box. There are going to be boxes that aren't so good. This seems like it was very, very good. I mean, we still have one more card to go, which is usually our best card at the end of a Leaf box. But man, I am so happy. All right, and last card. It's going to be oh my god, it's a quad of Cade Klubnik, LaNorris Sellers, Fernando Mendoza, and John Mateer. Wow, what a quad on the Tetrad. 1 of 1. Wow, what a box, man. What a crazy box. Why did I stop ripping Leaf again? Wow, what a fun product. So, let's do a quick recap again. So, remind you guys, this was $445. We have ripped so many Panini products that we've gotten totally dusted on. I would find it hard to believe if there was less than $500-600 of value in this box. I would find it very hard to believe. Of course, Leaf boxes are all hand-packed as well, so they're always going to have some sort of value in there, that you're always going to have like at least 1 or 2 great autos. But man, these jumbo boxes, that was good. So here's our quick recap. You know, we got a few base cards there, Tristan Keys, then indoor autos, Graham Mertz, always getting a Juju, Le'Veon Moss, Rocket Ishmael, Matthew Golden, love that from my PC. Travion Henderson is awesome. Jake Plummer, a Joe Montana, Gold Cracked Ice, 1 of 1, Colston Loveland, a quad auto of Klubnik, Sellers, Mendoza, and Mateer. Also an awesome card. This was probably our biggest card of the day, was a Barry Sanders Time Machines with a game-used relic in it. So cool. And then a player-worn Matthew Golden as well. So, I mean, what I said still holds true as to why I got away from this, but like I said, it seems like Leaf is starting to get back to their roots of loading up these products with fun autographs, great designs. You know, you have player-worn memorabilia. That's another thing that they've worked very, very hard at getting. So, yeah, long story short, they seem to have cleaned it up a little bit, got away from the early high school signings and stuff and the early collegiate signings, and, you know, putting in guys that you know. So very excited to get back into Leaf and opening up all the new products that they have to offer. So that is going to do it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.